Yes, sir.
Picture one. Can you see the side? Madam, remove this thing. Bro.
You are home live to GTV Africa, live from National Assembly. I'm very sorry I'm taking time before coming to you, but just try to let you know that the house is set before I come up. My name is Bemiga Olamikon. As you know, we always come to whatsoever that is raining, whatsoever that is going on, is what GTV Africa brings to you. And as it is, the public hearing is about to commence, and the lawmakers, the chairman of the committee, going to get his name, is already seated, is going to introduce himself. The chairman of the committee will introduce himself at a few minutes time. The event will commence, but let me show you what and what is in the house. This is GTV Africa coming to you live from National Assembly. As it is the set of EFCC. The EFCC is on ground, and the EFCC is in the house together with all the leaders of EFCC. Let me see if I can get the name to give you the names of both parties that are already in the house. As I'm made to understand, the chairman of EFCC is not currently in the house, but is chief of staff. Is going to be standing in for him. His name is Mr. Michael Nzekwe. Is the chief of staff to EFCC chairman, and followed by the SAN, Mr. Silvano Star, director of legal and prosecution. We have Mr. Michael, acting zonal director of Lagos Directorate EFCC. Director Ethics and Integrity, Mr. Aliyu Nabi, and also the Public Relations Department, Head of Media and Publicity, Mr. the popular name, Mr. Dele Oyewale. On the side of the Correctional Service, we have, well, while they are still waiting for the head of Correctional Service, we have just a few minutes, and let me get correct name so that I can easily give you accurate name. If you are yet to subscribe to GTV Africa, kindly subscribe to GTV Africa for you to have details of what is going on in the house. This is GTV Africa coming to you live from Abuja, from National Assembly. Okay, yes, I can lay my hands. I can lay my hands on the correctional service officials. We have ACG Emmanuel Nwake Esquire. Well, the event is about to commence. Well, you are asking why the Controller General is not in the house. Well, I cannot answer that until when it comes to the point for them to introduce themselves. But I can tell you that ACG Emmanuel Nwa Ekeze is in the house and is leading for now. But I can cite something. Okay, now let me show you somebody that is coming in. VDM is just stepping into the house. VDM is just stepping into the house together with as a lawyer. I can easily see I can see Adeyanju. Adeyanju is leading VDM into the house. We're home to GTV Africa live from Abuja. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe, and you have opportunity of hearing details of what is going on right in the house. Well, they made their move back, and I'm sure they're coming back. Lawmakers are seated, and they are set for the task of the day. You're on live to GTV Africa, live from Abuja. And I can tell you that GTV is bringing this to you. And if you have details of activities that is going on right in the National Assembly. You're on live to GTV Africa, live from National Assembly. As you can hear, the committee is about to commence their activities, and the chairman of the committee, together with other members, are seated to commence the activity. Earlier, I saw VDM. Okay, he's just stepping in again. He's just returning back to the house together with his lawyer, Yinka, Adeyanju. He's just stepping in. As you can see, he's stepping into the house. This is GTV Africa. If you are yet to subscribe to our channel, kindly subscribe, and you have opportunity of seeing everything that is available that we have access to. The whole live to GTV Africa as National Assembly commences an event. This is the head. The whole live to GTV Africa. You've just listened to the press the national anthem.
Other distinguished members of this committee, the Consular General of the Nigerian Correctional Services, the Chairman Economic and Financial Crimes, ably represented by the Chief of Staff, Michael. Other well-meaning important stakeholders gathered here. Distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, I have the singular honor and privilege to humbly welcome you to this all-important investigative hearing. I will, at this point, call for members of the high table to kindly introduce themselves to one after the other before other stakeholders on the other side of the divide. We'll start from this end. I'll pass the microphone one after the other.
Thank you. The chairman, co-chair, Honorable Abdullah, please, the press inside, please. Don't go, go, estate, please. Don't go behind. You will not obey the secret order. Get to the end of this place and get to the end of this place. Not there, please. Get there, get there. Back in the end, let them get to the end here. We cannot be talking because of and I represent the people of the East and West Central Constituency in the United States. And the Lord of this place. Thank you, sir.
You need to move back.
Chairman, my name is Dr. Patrick Kumar. I represent the entire medical community.
You're home to GTV Africa live from National Assembly. The event is about to commence. We are on just introduction now. The lawmakers are mentioning their names, and after this, the people in the house, the invited guests, are going to mention their names or their names also. This is GTV Africa. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe, and you will not regret subscribing to GTV because you'll be having opportunity of getting to know things as it's happening at any time at any place. Your comment is welcome.
And Umundo to Federal Constituency is the chairman of Obabia State, where we have best working governor in Nigeria today. Thank you. co-chairman, honorable colleagues, guests, and the present. My name is Stephen of our social work. I think that's very possible to go on and Mr. Chairman, I come from the state and have the only one public of your state. Let me stand on the existing protocol. And the right honorable ambassador, I am from Adamawa State. I present on behalf of the constituency. The member of the
Mr. Chairman, the co-chairman, deputy chairman of this committee, honorable colleagues, our invited guests, I remain Ogel David Agada, member representing Oju for Federal constituency and from Benue State.
Co-chairman, honorable colleagues, our guests, I am Prince Olaide Latif Mohammed. I represent the good people of the Irepo for the local honors of the Federal constituency and from the Pay Setters State. Thank you.
At this point, we'll hand over the microphone.
Thank you, Co-Chairman, respected colleagues, invited guests, the Secretariat, ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is Jolua Abachi Edo. I'm from Akoko Northeast Federal Constituency of Ondo State, standing in for the Chairman of Formation Institution that oversees the Correctional Service. I am the Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Information Institution.
Co-chairman, our guest. My name is Nita Obina Onsibe. I represent Sarah Vermont, Sarah South Federal Constituency, and Governor from Abia State.
Well, I understand some of you are asking about the volume, but that is the only available if mic system that is available.
Contributed a lot of money for the governor and he's here to do something about that. So we look forward to people focus on that before we move on. It's introduction, please. Okay. Dear colleagues and members, the lawyer in our midst who just introduced himself, please can you withdraw that one? We're in a parliament here. We can't just come here to say troublemaker. Can you stop that? Please.
Yes, the trouble that was trying to good for me, not by very, very good.
No, who is that?
Who is that again?
Who is that? Hold on. See, follow the chairman instruction.
The chairman controls the. Excuse me, take instruction from the chairman. My name is Awel. I'm a legal practitioner, and the counsel for Bobrisky, also known as Davis. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We will come to that.
This president, move back. Cover from front. Please. Cameraman, let's see them. President, can you move back, please?
Well, while they are still working on the
There's
audio,
space at the back now.
while they are still working on the audio, please, I will still see what I can do. The audio here is bad, but I'll see what I can do from my side.
Good afternoon, the co-chairman and other honorable members here today. I stand on the existing protocol. My name is Michael Ezekwe, the Chief of Staff to the Executive Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, standing in for him. And I do apologize for his unavoidable absence due to the exigencies of work and the emergency that has come on. Good afternoon.
Honorable members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this point I have the singular honor and privilege to humbly the chairman, joint committee investigating the allegation of corruption against the EFCC and the Nigerian Correctional Center, Honorable Ginger Almost. Mr. Chairman, you want to.
Thank you, the co-chairman of this committee, distinguished members of the joint committee, our invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. This is a speech delivered by Honorable Ginger Onsibe, Chairman Joint Committees on the investigation of disturbing allegations of corruption against the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Nigerian Correctional Services during the investigation hearing on Monday, 30th September 2024, at the House of Representatives, New Building, National Assembly Complex. I welcome you all to this very significant investigative hearing on the allegations of corruption leveled against the Economic and Financial Crime Commission and the Nigerian Correctional Service by Mr. Idris O, a popular Nigerian cross-dresser also known as Bobrisky. It was reported that during this recent incarceration, Bobrisky was allegedly given separate accommodation outside the facility of the Nigerian Correctional Service due to financial inducements of some personnel of the Nigerian Correctional Service. It was also reported that some EFCC operatives demanded a sum of 15 million naira as bribe to give Bobrisky what is termed as soft landing in this case. Worthy of note is another financial inducement of an alleged 10 million naira to Falanas in their offer to Bobrisky to facilitate his release through the Minister of Justice using presidential pardon. Flowing from the above, it is very clear that these allegations of corruption are weighty controversies against two of the nation's key agencies. They are symbols of national unity, honor, and discipline. Hence, all must be ready to give the fullest cooperation as we try to get to the root cause and unravel the facts of the matter. Fellow Nigerians, you may agree with me that this development is very dangerous to the image of our country and democracy among the community of nations, which calls for careful investigation, diligent analysis, and sober reflection. In course of our work, I'm looking sincerely at the terms of reference
we should be able to expose corrupt activities and need to keep public sector honest, transparent, and accountable, curb dishonest practices, and ensure public sector employees act in public interest. The danger of corruption in any public agency cannot be overemphasized, for it can result to financial losses, damage to employee morale, damage to its reputation, and lead to focus and resources being diverted away from delivering core trade rules and services to the country. Corruption is an insidious plague that has a wide range of corrosive effects on the society. It undermines democracy and the rule of law and leads to violation of decent societal values. Widespread corruption deters investment, weakens economic growth, and undermines the rule of law. Corruption undermines public trust in authority, which can lead to civil unrest and unnecessary political dislocations and tensions. Today, we seek to probe into the allegations of corruption in Nigeria Correctional Services and the Economic Financial Commission. An unconditional comprehensive investigation into the damning allegations. You will agree with me that all allegations are reprehensible behavior, highest form of indiscipline, unprofessionalism, which must be confronted with absolute zero tolerance and severe consequences for would-be culprits. Therefore, our job as a committee is to engage in unconditional and comprehensive investigations of these allegations specified above. In fiercely resisting this scandal, which has caused serious fracture within the concerned two national agencies, this committee will not tolerate any compromise on its core values of integrity, transparency, and accountability. And we must be thorough and unbiased in our investigation. In the face of these pressing challenges, and I implore us all to pay adequate attention in uploading valuable guidelines, practical strategies, and vigorous perspectives to ultimately prescribe reasonable advice to relevant stakeholders and punishment as the deterrence to others in future. At this point, I want to deeply appreciate the confidence reposed on the committee and to state without missing words that the 10th House of Representatives, under the able leadership of Right Honorable Abbas Tajudeen, is committed to the best global practices in delivering democratic dividends to Nigerian people. Hence, the prompt emergence of this special investigative exercise. Before I conclude, I want to call our attention to the fact that we must limit ourselves to the subject matter for which we are here today. We don't want anybody to deviate from the reasons why we are here today. And the reasons why we are here today is very clear. And I have mentioned 3 of them. One is that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission was accused of demanding and receiving bribes in the sum of 15 million to remove 2 counts of money laundering contained in the original 6-count charge against Mr. Idris from the Federal High Court. Secondly, that the correctional facility collected a sum of 15 million from Mr. Idris to place him in VIP accommodation, being an apartment outside the correctional facility for the duration of his prison term. Thirdly, that Mr. Femi Falana's son collected a sum of 10 million naira from Mr. Idris to pursue a pardon from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu through the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation. Conclusion. As a committee, we must be able to put on our moral armor to crack severely the foundation of these weighty and devastating allegations, to try and rescue the federal agencies involved from the brink of unprecedented danger and rebellion. Finally, we should also be able to evolve a strategy to jointly prescribe the culture of true professional ethos within the Nigerian Correctional Services and the EFCC. God bless you all and happy deliberation. Ginger Owusibe, House Committee Chairman on Financial Crimes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the chairman of the joint committee. Honorable members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I have the permission of the chairman to public invite for our both of them, the deputy chairman, House of Representatives Committee on the Reformatory Institution, Honorable Ifeoluwa Ayinde, to take the vote of thanks. The vote of thanks for the closing phase of this investigative hearing before we get into the technical section. Thank you. Honorable Ifeoluwa, please.
Thank you very much. Co-chairman, I just want to use this opportunity to say thanks to everyone for finding time to come and participate. Just like you said, we should ensure we cooperate with this committee. This committee was set up to clear these allegations and to look into these allegations that have been made. It was on the 26th of September by the vote of proceedings of the House of Representatives, presided over by the Speaker, Right Honorable Patrick Abbas, that this committee should jointly sit together, the Committee on Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, as well as the Committee on Reformatory Institutions, should jointly sit and investigate all these allegations in the interest of Nigeria, in the interest of Nigerians, and in the interest of our institutions to ensure transparency and to give all parties involved the opportunity to come and present their case and to discuss and deliberate on all the allegations as the co-chairman has already said. So I just want to use this to say again that we should cooperate and help to provide information and documents where necessary to help this committee to achieve its objectives as the co-chairman has already said. Once again, I wish all parties involved successful deliberation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Chairman. Honorable members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with this we come to the closing of the voting ceremony, and we will move immediately into the
Africa, suddenly light goes off. Well, this is Nigeria. Nigeria is expected to have this kind of situation because our light issues is still a problem. This is GTV Africa live from National Assembly. Everything is still intact. Everything is still intact. So maybe generator will be hot power in a few minutes time.
Thank you. Like I did mention before, we'll into the technical section of this public hearing. We have a clearly stated order of presentation with me here, and we will take the.
Where are they?
Sergeant Atam, please. Sergeant Atam, please. Please, can you come over?
Just by the two sides.
The whole life to GTV.
Come forward before making it. Gentlemen of the press.
Take a look of what you write here. Know who are here. They are here.
Excuse me. Please, can we have your? Please, can you say that? Aye.
Don't go beyond that.
Do solemnly swear. Do solemnly swear. That the evidence I shall give to this committee. And the evidence I shall give to this committee. Shall be the truth. Shall be the truth. The whole truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me God. So help me God. Fine. Mr. Chairman, sir, with your kind permission, I'll hand over the microphone to very dark. So simply. So simply. Please, can you reduce the volume of that?
Mr. Vincent Martins, before you go on, like I said earlier, try and limit yourself to the reason why we are here. Thank you.
My lawyer will be not to talk, and I will not say a word. I don't want to walk out from people that are not able to say my mind. So I'm just saying anything until we speak there and
No clapping, please. Hello.
You're home to GTV Africa. Vincent just declared that he's not going to speak because the reason he's not here and his lawyer is only here. As a result of that, his lawyer too will be speaking. And also EFCC chairman is not here, so because of that, he will not be speaking. His lawyer will be the one that will be speaking. He said he will not be speaking because his lawyer.
Let us become good. Divided to testify. The leaders are in point of testimony for being discharged as the chairman. Do we do respect the first witness of the call? I want to move the chairman. The witness so called where goes back to the court of testimony until he is discharged by the chairman of this hallowed committee. That is first. Then second, it is not the witness that sets the rule for parliament. Parliament has its rule of practice. So to that extent, it is from the chair that will determine the rules of this proceeding.
Well, like you said, I should try to narrate what is happening. A very dark man who was invited to speak.
So to that extent, the I move to respect the motion that the first witness
But he said
has
because
called
he
to
said
testify is one, and it is the practice of parliament. Then we take this as a this is your business And this is not the first time I'm having an first meeting here. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And so move. Point of order. Okay.
Thank you, distinguished colleagues. Yes, my name is Pastor Jesse Okejo. I represent the Nigerians, especially the Hard Association. Mr. Chairman, the co-chairman and distinguished colleagues, by virtue of Section 88, someone spoken, this parliament has the power to invite anyone and investigate it. Therefore, it is an aberration for a witness to come before us and say he will not say nothing. Mr. Chairman, in line with the previous speaker, this has been that the witness return back to the witness box and disagree.
Dear colleagues, motions have been moved and seconded that Mr. Martin Visa will come to the witness box and continue with the presentations. If you are in support, will you say aye? Aye. Those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it. Mr. Vincent, please, can you return to the witness box?
Please, one God, let's be fast, please.
Mr. Vincent, let me address you. You are you don't have more to say here. All you need to do is to adopt the video you posted. That is just that. Just say it's you that posted that video and your source. We have the video already. Just say this video you posted it and this is the source. It's just a video. That is the only business you have here.
Don't guide them, Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
As I earlier said, my lawyer will be the one to speak.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
When he sees
Mr. Chairman.
that it is his lawyer that is going to speak, he's not going to say anything.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for even the floor to me. Mr. Chairman, I do not think that the gentleman here is taking this investigation here seriously. I think we need to move to the next level. Compel. He was the one that was invited. So if he came here with his lawyer, that is his own private business. He must talk to us because Parliament has invited him. And I don't think we should accept it for him at all. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, co-chairman, the honorable colleagues, our guests. Mr. Chairman, permit me to say, I think you are taking this thing so simple, and that is why one of our guests is doing what he's doing. This is Parliament. We are not acting outside the Constitution that empowers as a Parliament. It is bound on him, as you have called him to that witness box, to speak to us. Even adopting whatever he has submitted, it also has to come from what he has said before adopting it. And also, I want to add, for those who are yet to get there, it is your submission here that is final. What you say is final, and that should be abided by. If that is not taken, you can invoke the law of the house. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Honorable Chief Dr. Billy Famous Adesuwa Sawari. I represent the good people of Orion Federal Constituency of the State. I'm very proud to meet you. Mr. Chairman, we have rules that guide us in Parliament. Mr. Chairman, no one man can stall this proceeding. Mr. Chairman, now that we know the witness is on oath, I think at this point, Mr. Chairman, I want to move a motion that the witness refusing to answer to the Parliament is sergeant at arms should be called to arrest and detain the witness because it's part of the powers we have to invoke. I so move, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. We need a second.
That's what I do.
Let us distinguish colleagues. The witness is still here. Maybe he will want to talk to us because this is a parliament. We have our rules here. Given these weighty allegations, you are supposed to lead this process. And I know that you talk well before you came public to make these allegations. So what I am saying is that you are still here on the witness box, and we expect you to address us. It is not your duty whether Bobrisky came here or not. That one concerns us. We also have our constitutional powers to subpoena him to come here. We have those powers. So you are not expected to dictate to us what we should do. So we expect you to talk to us, but where you refuse, we can invoke the constitutional powers we have here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If you pledge to allow me, I'd like to make a few comments. Maybe to guide the proceedings and also assist parties before this committee. I have a background as a lawyer. I practiced for over 14 years, and I know the government to be law. I also know that even in regular court session, the absence of the accused person counsel, accused person does not stop the prosecution from continuing the course of the business. And Parliament had issued hearing notices to parties, and parties are before us. Whoever is not before us, it is the business of Parliament to decide what to do. Whether to issue a bench warrant from here, or whatever it is, that's the business of the committee. In fact, the chairman of the committee, who presides over the meeting. And so I want to state here clearly, for avoidance of doubt, that in the event that the gentleman who is here as a witness refuses to respect the fully constituted committee of the House, sitting in his place as another mandate of the National Assembly, pursuant to the relevant provisions of the Constitution, according to the justice of this case. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Co-Chairman. I think it's important to emphasize for the witness to understand that the allegations that were made has caused this House to invite senior government officials that have come here members of the House of Reps are gathered here based on the allegations that were made. So I think it's important to emphasize that the witness needs to speak to these allegations on social media, to speak and let us understand how and why these allegations were made, to speak as a witness that has been invited. Otherwise, this house will exercise the powers that the members have said. Senior government officials are here, the Correctional Service, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, they are all here. So it's important that you speak to this administration.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and my distinguished colleagues. My name is Honorable Kelechi. Why we stepping here today? The gentleman there already Mr. Coach here, and we're elected by the people. We're not just in our own. Our people mandated us to be here. And the House has directed that we must carry out this investigation. We have investigated a lot of agencies, not just individuals. We are an institution like EFCC, prisons, have been mentioned. Can't speak because of the carpet. It's like giving goats, to look after, and the next day somebody is telling you story. So you are here already to testify. I would advise you, go ahead, give your testimony. Nobody should. People voted for us to be here. The powers of this house cannot be taken for granted, and we will not allow it. You will step in here and tell 360 members of the House of Representatives that you're not going to say anything. If you do that, you must set good precedent for the power. So I want to tell you, the power of the rules of us to protect the citizens and institutions, which you're also one of them. And these institutions are. So I will plead to you to go ahead. Nobody should deceive you. And I want to believe you, Mr. Lawyer. You see, we invited you, not you. You raise your hand. We are in charge here. Here, we are in charge. I just want you to know that. So, you should allow your right. For here, we invited him. Allow your right to testify. This is not, if you whatever we've done here, you are not okay with it. You have other rules. You also express your, you have to appeal. So I have my second devotion from my colleague. The man should go ahead. Thank you.
All right, dear colleagues, if he needs the help of his lawyer to talk, let us allow you to say what you want to say. Let's hear you. Give you the microphone.
No, you are not the one speaking. Give it to the lawyer.
Chairman, so basically, what he's saying is that the person who made all the allegations against the security agencies is not here. The person does not respect this house. That's what he's saying. That's number two. Number two. I'm going to go. I'm just echoing what we have discussed. Number two, he's saying that he has not said he's not going to speak. At least we came prepared. We came with almost everything that is needed by this committee here. We have even come with additional evidence that is not even available online. We have come with everything. So he's not saying, I don't want to assist the committee, I don't want to talk. He's saying because that person who should be here, who is not here, who has sent a lawyer to represent him, he or she, that him too is not going to talk directly, that he's going to talk to his counsel. That's just all he's saying, and nothing more.
In addition, I would like to say, the man from my state, he said, I don't speak. I don't mind and also, if the boy shows, obviously said something about his godfather. So it's obvious that there's a godfather somewhere that might maybe told you not to come, and then nothing will happen because he has disrespected everybody here by not coming, and you are trying to force him to come, and you are already throwing a little threat, and you've been saying, I was staying in the cell, and this is not my place, and you know myself. So I'll go and stay there until he's ready. But for now, I will not say anything. If I say anything, maybe die.
So, the Legislative Council, we have taken note of the fact that Bobrisky is not here. It is on us to decide the next line of action, not on him. He has let us know that you get here prepared.
Which I expect us all to be at this point. We are not prosecuting him. We are trying to find out and get to the root of this very heinous and previous allegations made to state officials. So, my brother is here,
Chairman.
Council. I implore you to speak to your clients or Bobrisky, whether he should is not here. It is irrelevant because when he, she, whatever is going to be spoken to, if he's not here, then we'll handle that issue there. The Economic Crimes Commission is here, the Correctional Services are here. So let us move forward, Nigeria. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Co-Chairman, it seems we are joking about this matter. I can see people even clapping and smiling and happy. The image of this country is at stake. If our anti-corruption agency is being called to question, our custodian centers are being called to question, we should take this matter very seriously. And the young man there who made this revelation is trying to become sentimental. The house is being put to question. The house is being once again put to public domain and courts. I will advise my colleagues, I have a minority view to whether we are arresting him or not, that Bobrisky, who is the center of this matter, should be properly addressed so that we do not send a wrong signal. Already Bobrisky is claiming to be untouchable. He's claiming to be untouchable. He has put the EFCC in bad light. He has put the correctional services in very bad light. And this young man, even though his speech is very unbecoming, I do not support the way you have spoken here, but let this young man not use us to shine. We must do the proper thing. Bobrisky should be addressed, issues should be addressed properly. If the man says, I talked about Bobrisky, and the Bobrisky is not here, please, I want him to be here so that you hear what I will say. Bobrisky should be brought here. Please, my dear colleagues, let's not.
Is it as a motion?
I'm saying as a caution. If you want me to move it, it will be. If it is a motion, I thereby move that Bobrisky. Okay, but not there yet.
We are not, honorable, we can notice what you have said. Order, please. Order, please. We have noted what you have said. Nobody amongst us here is saying that because Bobrisky did not come here today, that he or she will not come here. What we are saying is that we are not there yet. We have our order here. When it gets to him and he is not here, we will also deal with that. So that is what we are saying. So, council, yes, can you confer with him so that he can make presentation and tender whatever you have to us?
With his lawyer in order to change the setting. Whether he's going to do that, I don't know. As you can see him at a corner there, he's the one having chats with his lawyer. The house is held to ransom because Bobrisky is not in the house, and it's only his lawyer that appeared, and his lawyer is seated just right there. It's the lawyer that appeared for him. Bobrisky fails to appear in the house, and maybe the house is going to use warrant of arrest him and compel him to appear here. EFCC officials are seated, lawmakers are seated. Everyone is waiting to know the actions. As it was said, VDM said Bobrisky is not in the house, he's not going to speak. He's not speaking with his lawyer whether there will be changes from his evaluation. I wish he will reverse the statement he made that he is going to die. I wish there will be reverse that statement.
See, that angle you guys would have put us in the angle of arresting the free minister. That's why
Council, are you also very right? So can we proceed? Order, please. Can we proceed? Can we proceed?
We're speaking with his lawyer, and they have agreed. And I wish he will change his statement that if he speaks, he should die. I hope he will change that statement that he's not going to die.
So,
Where he has reversed the statement, just as I said, that I wish he reversed his statement. Now he has reversed his statement and is ready to speak.
I explained everything, but people that saw the video was very detailed and honest. How I got hold of that recording is as a result of Bobrisky blackmailing somebody in the whole world. So, according to the story and according to the evidence that a group of chats that was sent to me, the person borrowed Bobrisky 4 million naira when Bobrisky was in the EFCC detention, or rather, in the private apartment. The person gave me the money on the 19/6/2024. The person gave me the money, 4 million naira, from transferred to this account number 0496411279. As you know, Bobrisky is going to be the here, so currently Kuda Bank. So apparently it's his brother's account. So when it was time to get the money back, according to the story that I told you and the evidence I saw, so Bobrisky needed to, he wanted that money to complete his build in Lagos. So that was why I borrowed him the money. It was now time to pay. Bobrisky sent him a message, Bobrisky refused to respond. Sent him another one after like a few days. Bobrisky also refused to respond. When Bobrisky eventually responded, Bobrisky said, I'm going to give you the money in, I think, September. So September 1st, the guy reached out to Bobrisky again. Bobrisky refused. And the next thing that followed it was blackmail. He said, I'll tell them that you are smooshing me and you are kissing me. So the guy felt very, very somehow because he felt like he was not going to get his money. God so kind, there's very dark man that has the platform to call out the people that owes money and will pay. So a friend of mine who is very popular contacted me and said, VDM, see what's going on. And I said, okay, no problem. If you have received, send it. Then when he sent it, now I'll say something here. When he sent it, immediately I made a video, my first video, and I said, Bobrisky, I'm giving you 4 hours to pay back. Then he started begging the guy. Now, what I'm going to say now, my lawyer is going to do. Now, he started begging the guy. Then he paid. Immediately, he paid. But when I listened to the audio, I said, nah, even though you pay, this has to go out there. Because EFCC cannot go around harassing some boys, young boys, and somebody with a godfather will be putting stones. I was detained in the prison. My very good friend, Sean Busi, was detained as well. A lot of boys are inside the prison. Bobrisky is not any way better than them. So I didn't see any reason why I should keep the auditors. I kept the receipt of his payment, which he paid that day. So immediately I got it, I just smiled. So he was actually. But here's the thing, Bobrisky didn't know that this guy recorded everything. But because Bobrisky, obviously I have the platform here, he understands how I roll. So he quickly paid, but I said, no, it has to go there. Now, I need to clarify something about Femi Falana and Falana Chamber. Because apparently right now, some people are taking advantage of what is going on to target Femi Falana. And I would like to see the here now that apologize to him for the death on his name. But however, it's so sad that his name was inside that audio. I could not believe it as well. That was like, that was the part that even irritated me more, which I said I refuse to believe that it will be part and party to something like that that would make people take somebody out of prison and to get a pardon. So here I have the recording. I have one part. I can't give you guys the whole part because I don't know if Bobrisky Godfather is here to collect everything. So I'll give you one part of it. Then maybe you will another time. I can give you the complete.
audio. Furthermore, if he denies that one, I have another one, and he does not even know about. So I am very, very ready. The reason why I wanted it to be, I wanted to be looking directly into his eyes, so that he will understand that Nigeria is not for the godfathers. Yes, Nigeria is not for the godfathers. I will not allow corruption. If I see a secret about you, Oga, I will tell. Oga, even you that say you put me outside, I will tell, especially you. And I'm being very, very honest. I'm not doing anything. I'm putting it out there because Nigeria has gone down. Now, I implore you people to actually do the right thing because the judiciary system is messed up so bad. It's messed up so bad. If people have to save your face, I believe a lot of APC members are here. So if people need to save yourself.
It's okay. It's okay. Can we? Can you take that? Can you take that? Can you take that? Can you take that one to have to the class? Hello? The class. Can you send that into the class? You.
Does he have a written speech? A written? Does he have it, this verbal in writing as well?
All right, so
Let's
I'm
ask
giving him. Okay. So I'm giving him the flash that contains the best audio recording of about 5 minutes 36 seconds. And then I'm giving him the first receipt for transaction the guy made to Bobrisky. Also, some part of the chart, and then the return of the money, which was on Tuesday, September 24th, on Tuesday, as you see the then the chart acknowledging when he was disturbing the guy that he wants to refund immediately after I saw my video. And yes, the chart. And the chart where he blackmailed the guy. There's a particular place where he blackmailed the guy. The chart also asking for the money. As a reminder, we would like to read one part for September 4th. He said, Dear Bobrisky, this is a reminder for the return of the loan amount of 4 million naira as agreed. The due date for the return is September 1st. Mind you, this September 1st was Bobrisky that gave him the date. Then he said, kindly use the attachment account details to send the reform. Then he said, this account number. So because he didn't get it, so I will read the part of the blackmail that made it. Yes, I'd like to verify that the guy said it's not gay. Okay, so this part, after requesting, sorry. So this part, the guy went on saying this like, I helped you when you get there. When it's time to pay me back, I'm expecting you to I will pay you. When you kiss me and smush me, did you give me any money? Are you mad? You're visiting to Nigeria that you kissed me in Lagos. Did you give me anything? I didn't ask you for money. No, because I am fucking okay. If not EFCC, you think I'm going to ask you for money? Does that mean it's because of EFCC? So if not EFCC, do you think I'm going to ask you for money? You are typing all this message to someone help you post fires without collecting anything from you. Wow. Go ahead and call me now. I will respond to you on IG. You know I am shameless and I don't care. You will get your money, I have your account. I don't want to look like someone that is ungrateful. But threatening me that you give me 24 hours is the height of it. I am waiting for you to post or call me out. So apparently the guy told him was going to tell me. So these are the evidence I'm going to present. Additionally, after this, there's a second one and there's a third one.
Okay. Dear colleagues, do you have any?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. We just need. He has received it.
Chairman, question. Chairman.
Let's take. We have received the plaque. I think he has mentioned all of them. It's listed. It's visited. So can we take one or two questions before we close? Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, respected colleagues, and guests here present. My name is Kafila Tobala. I represent Oshofẹ Federal Constituency. I'm from Lagos State, the Center of Excellence. Honestly, I can't believe I'm sitting in this house because of, as an individual, I'm speaking as an individual now, because of the Bobrisky or the very background. Because this house has very, very important things to do. In fact, a lot of us have like 3-4 meetings holding somewhere else that are supposed to be attended. But we are here because of our institutions that have been mentioned in the matter. And then we have somebody come here that saying that we will die. And we are finally spoken. You have finally spoken. And we are happy that you have spoken. Before now, we are supposed to have had all the necessary documents, even before we came here. I called the clerk now to ask him that what documents do we as committee members have to work with before we even came here in the first place. We don't have any documents here to work with, and we are just collecting the documents here now. This is very, very untidy. And our institutions that are here, we need them to defend themselves. There are a lot of fake news in the air, and I'm also aware that Bobrisky has stood for $1 billion, claiming that the voice note is AI generated. Whatever it is, we don't have by the Bobrisky lawyer that is here. What is the reason why Bobrisky is not here? Is there any serious reason why he or she is not here? Is this so we need to know. So please, I want to appeal that the aspects that concern our institutions should be addressed. Let us know where we are going. We have very serious matters to attend to. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question. Mr. Chairman, honorable colleagues, I remain Uncle David Agada, member representing the Federal Constituency from Benue State. Mr. Martins, yes, sir. I had listened to you, though you didn't die after you spoke. And I pray you will not die. Amen. And such negative things will not come out from your mouth again. While you were speaking, I was listening. I was trying to ask myself, where is that evidence that is really connecting the security agencies or this institution? Because from your narration, I discovered that it's just a mention of, oh, this said this and that said this. Though at the final stage, you said that you have second phase, third phase, probably fourth phase document to submit. I really wanted to establish for us the connection that brought about this corruption that was highly mentioned, especially at the EFCC and that of the Correctional Center. That is where the bulk question is. And also, I was have said here, let me tell you, if some of these things is not verified, they might think also that they have bribed us through the lawmakers. And this will not be taken lightly because for some of us that are seated there, we are here to defend our country and this honorable institution. So I really need you to throw light to tell us what is the connection, these two agencies. I really want to know what is really your evidence to that, some of those things that have been asked. Thank you.
All right, this is a very good one. I think now you understand why. This question is supposed to be for Bobrisky. He was the one that used his own mouth. He has the experience. He went to the prison. He was the one that moved. He was the one that said they took him to a special prison. It is not me. You can't ask me that. Sorry, sir. So, the evidence, you can get it. I'll break it down. The account number he used when he was in detention, because according to me, he said it here, if not for EFCC, reading his own main account,
So you use the brother's account. So the account should be investigated. All the money that went in and went out of it should be investigated to actually get the evidence that we need. Also, why this is actually believable for me, there was money laundering charges, everybody knows. From nowhere, no more money laundering charges. There was, from nowhere, it disappeared. Why? That makes sense to me. That was why I say, okay, this is what it is. So thank you very much.
Dear colleagues, let us not be in a haste. Let us not be in a haste on this issue. We will listen to EFCC, we will listen to leaders of the Nigerian Correctional Services. When we must have listened to all these people, this thing will start making sense to you people. His own is clear. If you have watched the video, he is not the person speaking in the video or in the audio. So it's the allegations we had in the audio. That is what we have investigated. He has tendered it, if I'm correct. He has tendered it and we have accepted it. It is our duty to investigate to the letter of these allegations. Even we will involve the network providers. I can assure you that we will get to the root. The issue of whether he was detained in the medium or maximum, we are also going to listen to these people. They are there. So let us not rush some of these things. If we have any other person who wants to ask questions to him, so that let him take his questions, we can bring the next people to this report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think at this point it's important to establish one thing, so that we don't misunderstand ourselves outside the presence of Parliament. The essence, I moved the motion first and foremost. My name is Dr. Patrick Omo. I moved that motion for this investigation to be carried out. Now, investigative hearing is premised on the fact that there are two principal institutions created by acts of Parliament. The first is the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, and the second is the Nigerian Correctional Service. And as an institution of Parliament, we have a duty to protect the image of our country. And it is just not enough. It is not just enough for us to fold our arms and watch either the veracity of what is said or the propaganda against our institution. I think it is this kind of investigative hearing that will expose the veracity, the correctness or otherwise of what is on ground. As a Parliament, we are not here because of Bobrisky or very damn much. We are here because two principal institutions of the Federal Republic of Nigeria are affected, and that is the EFCC and the Correctional Service. And again, this is not to prejudice whatever investigation we are going to do. This is also to send a signal to the media community, because we are in very rough times that mere statements made against institutions such as the EFCC or the Nigerian Correctional Service can bring down the country. Whatever this means, this is the point to go with. If we allow mere propaganda to thrive without having this kind of investigative hearing, then we are in trouble in our country. I know this is why we have this investigative hearing. It's not about white, it's not about president or Bobrisky, who are not interested in your private affair. And again, like I said, not to criticize whatever investigation we are carrying out. My little friend knows, and many other lawyers who are here, that he who assess, the onus is on you to prove. So that is the weight of the evidence. When you assess, you must prove, because you are the one who has brought these to the floor. That's one. And then two, my little friend also knows that a prosecution in regular court cases can amend charges, can drop charges. In fact, that is why it is not allowed for you the attorney general to enter another proceeding. So that's the law. So I mean, we are not there yet, but I'm just, that's why I said I don't want to say this. But then these are the let's wait and gentlemen, please, I am protected by the chairman.
be that as it may, you have evidence to tender. You should have the confidence of Parliament. Most of us who are here, listen, most of us who are here because we are representing the conscience, the collective conscience of Nigeria. And for most of us to spend time to sit down and participate in this hearing, we are interested in this country. Now, when you tender documents in part, you're not helping this investigation. But if you tender your documents properly and full, we will map them accordingly, and then take the other parties or the other witnesses who will come accordingly, and you will help us in our investigation. If you tender it back, your lawyer knows you are not helping this investigation, and then you have no discretion as far as tendering of documents is concerned. Counsel, please, I'm talking. You don't confuse me. You don't have discretion whatsoever before Parliament to choose, to pick and choose what document to tender. We will foreclose you if you cannot tender all your documents and move to call the next event. Thank you very much.
All right. Sir, you see the reason why I refuse to tender you heard what the man said.
Obviously, I've said that it is AI. I'm so lucky.
You understand? You're already calling it AI. Now, the good part I have proves that it's not AI. You see the point? I know why I did that. You understand? Because if she is concluding, she was sounding as if she's Bobrisky's lawyer, say, Bobrisky said it's AI. It's you one million. You understand? So this is why I will not tender it. Order, please. Order. Okay, let us take the last speaker on this, so that we can go to the next step.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, in as much as this investigation is aimed at getting to the roots of the matter to address those hefty allegations against our institutions, I want to call on very to be most respect this house. And to respect this house, you must not ridicule or make a caricature of any of its members. And I want you to withdraw the statement on addressing how she speaks and all of that. It is very disrespectful, and that is not good. And you should withdraw that statement. That on the side. Mr. Chairman, a lot of speakers have spoken, and that this investigation is not about very that man or Bobrisky. That's true. In as much as you cannot take them out of it because they're principal actors. What I want us to understand principally is there was an allegation, and that allegation stemmed from that phone recording. So whatever we do here, if we don't listen to that recording, I think we are leaving the crux of the matter. So I urge us to allow the media to play that recording for us to listen to, and then from there we take on what we do. I so much.
Excuse me, please. Very dark man, Mr. Martins. Can you withdraw? You made two statements. One against your brother from Edo, and the other one against Honorable Cabinet. Can you withdraw it so that we can proceed?
I withdraw the statement made to our elder statement of the state. I'm very sorry, sir. Mama, also very, very sorry.
On the everything for them.
The audio. I posted that audio on our platforms. And I posted that audio before yesterday to allow members to listen to it so that I don't think there is a different audio we have. And they are submitted it. Hello?
It's different audio, but there's more to the audio. So I gave you what I actually got here. I'm not sure if I got the quotation, but what I have here is what you have there. It's actually an 11 minutes, over 11 minutes audio, but I broke it down, posted that, and then there's another one. So, but yes, but it portrays the same thing, but at least it's a better program. Wait here.
Okay, can we allow him to? Yes, please. Yeah. Please, guys, sit down.
Well, very dark man has been asked to have his seat for a while, and the next person will be called.
In the absence of Mr. Mr. Okuneye Idris Olarewaju, aka Bobrisky. Mr. Okuneye Idris Olarewaju, aka Bobrisky. Mr. Okuneye Idris Olarewaju, aka Bobrisky.
Dear colleagues,
Bobrisky has been called and is not in the house to answer his name.
This parliament to have legal representations in issues like this. So we are not going to accept legal representation. Like I said before, when we get to every stage, we address it. This is the time now for us to address the issue of the absence of Mr. Idris. Yeah. He said?
Let him tell us the reason.
Okay, legal counsel, can you tell us why he is not here?
Hello.
I want to apologize for the absence of my clients. But I also want to state something on record. The institution of this panel is not feeling fine. Why is he not here? He's not feeling fine. Excuse me.
Order, please.
Where the house has rejected this explanation, yes, he does.
Let's hear him. Don't tell me the point, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Okuneye is unavailable absence.
Use your mic.
Ill health. But I came in from Lagos this morning to show respect to the committee. Now, the issue of
It's okay. It's okay.
No,
it's not here.
I think I'm here.
Well, where I go go now? I don't shift your tripod small now. See, I don't want to meet you now.
Mr. Chairman.
Dear colleagues, order, please. Order, please. Dear colleagues, we have heard from Mr. Idris' lawyer that he is not feeling fine. I will now open the floor
for our visitors to react to it.
Mr. Chairman, and please let me address people like that. Hello, now listen to me. Giving you privilege to be here doesn't mean you should be part of what we are doing. You need to control yourself. It's a serious matter. You don't stay there and contribute to what we are doing here. So you allow us here for this serious investigation we are doing. So I wouldn't take that again from any of you. One of my colleagues.
Sit down, please. Sit down. Everyone should sit down.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once again, my name is Honorable Chris Pointer, and I represent the good people of this West Federal Constituency in United States. Mr. Chairman, the actually that has come to represent Bobrisky has just told us that he's not here because he's indisposed, correct? He said he's not feeling well, also. Do you have any medical letter from the doctor to medical report so that you should have said it? For you to have gone there and given all that kind of face you should have been accompanied with a medical report to say that he's so unwell that he cannot be here. So please, when next we invite him, we hope you will be well by that time. Thank you.
I know that our letter was addressed. So can you give us a letter from him? Anybody can come and get the only letter you have here. That's the one that actually presented. The only letter you have from him.
Since he is not here, I will have your indulgence for us to invite him the next time. Yes. Carry. We are going to invite Mr. Okunenye Idris in our next hearing. The next person, class.
May I humbly invite Michael Benson and Lukwa. He is the DCG in charge of the Medium Security Custodial Center, Nigerian Correctional Service. Michael Benson, please. I. Mr. Chairman, with your permission, I'll yield the microphone to.
Chairman. Hello, Mr. Chairman, honorable members of the House, the distinguished Secretary of Operations, Chairman EFCC, very senior colleagues, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Michael Benson, Deputy Controller of Operations and the Officer in Charge, Regional Security Custodial Facilities in Lagos. I stand here to defend that Idris Oguneye Olarewaju was interned into the Nigerian Correctional Facility Regional Security Custodial Center in Lagos on the 12th of April with a valid warrant and a transfer order from Igori Medium Security Custodial Facility. The warrant was endorsed to me by the Deputy Controller of Operations in charge Igori Facility on the same day of his conviction. This is the warrant, and I believe strongly is attached to the documents that we have submitted to the committee. The biometrics of Idris Oguneye Olarewaju was taken the next day because the time he came was around 10:30 p.m. So we could not do the biometrics on that day. So we did the biometrics on the 13th of on the 13th of April 2024. One day later. This is the biometrics picture of capturing of Idris Oguneye Olarewaju on admission on the 13th of April 2024. During the time that he spent at Medium, because Idris spent 10 days at Medium facility in Lagos. 10 days. He spent 10 days, 12 to 22nd. Idris Oguneye Olarewaju refusing to eat prisons or corrections ration, decided to apply for self-feeding. Self-feeding is approved in our law. And this is the photocopy of the approval application for self-feeding where he nominated. I'll get the original for you. The original is also here.
So the application for self-healing was approved. And Idris Oguneye, and nominated two persons that will bring in his food to the facility within the period he was there. The persons he nominated were Oguneye Idris, Oguneye Abiola, and Moji Oguneye, Abiola, and Moji Oguneye. Then his health screening was done. During the admission, we discovered that Idris has a peculiar feature that can not allow us to put him in the general apartment.
What are the peculiar features? Features, please.
Idris Oguneye Olariwaju, though male, had some female features like a breast. He has a breast. Yes. This is the medical examination done by the facility's medical practitioner, a qualified doctor, Dr. Informan Okanova. In this, we have the admission board has to enter into a meeting to discuss on the best practices and the best way to manage it. Then we arrive at the conclusion that we have to put him in a protective custody, which we did. And he spent his time at VDM, 10 days, in our B-ward room 2. B-ward room 2 of the facility. And alone in that particular room. Why we did that is that because we have to abide by the international best practices and according to our laws. If you look at the Correctional Act, Chapter 2A, 218, you find out that we have to abide by the international human rights as approved by the United Nations. And because of the United Nations Act, that's Chapter 2(1)A of the Corrections Act, and also Chapter 13 of the Corrections Act, 1A, I to V. 1A, I to V. The section 13, 1A, I to V, where we have to look at certain features of an inmate before we use a particular management style. Corrections management is not done on social media. It's not done on the pages of the newspaper. It is a professional job done by well-trained officers for corrections management. And everybody, notwithstanding that our laws maybe have not actually recognized the issue of someone being a transgender, but we have to protect him. His rights are sacrosanct. His rights is important for us to protect. And that is why we don't have to, if you throw him into a general cell, before the next morning they bring out a report. Because there are a lot of people there who are convicted and are standing trial for rape and even sodomy. So we cannot allow that. If we had allowed that to happen, the same public that are clapping for VDM and Bobrisky today will begin to cast aspersions for the Nigerian Correctional Service for not managing Bobrisky well. time that Bob spent at the Nigerian Correctional Facility, Vision Service Custodial Center, in Lagos. Idris Okuneye Olarewaju had a total of 39 visitors. 39 visitors. I have the record here. And the visit form that we have, we designed, that we use, the visit form has position for the name of the visitor, the visit date, the visitor's address, visitor's phone number, visitor's occupation, the name of the inmate that is to receive the visit, a relationship with the visitor, and the inmate's consent. Before you see an inmate, the inmate will have to consent that he or she wants to see you. So after filling the form, on 13th April 2024, Idris Okuneye Olarewaju had 6 visitors. Abiola Okuneye, Kayode Okuneye, Adebola Okuneye, Abiola Okuneye, Bukola Okuneye, and Mrs. Moji Okuneye. These are the 6 that visited on the 13th. On the 14th, we had 1 visitor, the legal counsel, Barrister Nike Gonke. All these people, their addresses and phone numbers are here for verification.
Let us of those things.
Okay. So, and the visitors that came, all their biometrics are here tendered. I think we have tendered it to the chairman of the body. So, on the whole, we had 39 visitors that visited him, and that was 13th to 21st. Those who came to visit. Then on the 21st, I, Michael Benson, and Overlook Controller of Corrections, took permission from my command controller to travel to our Corrections Academy at Ijebibo to write my command course exam, which was to come up the next day, 22nd. So, and Idris visits, I handled it personally. So on the 22nd, I was not available in the facility. I went to Ijebibo. When my controller put a call across and told me that he is moving into Martin on security, for security reasons. He's not supposed to tell me, he's the command controller, but he gave me that respect and called me to tell me that look at. I said, no problem, go ahead. And he was moved to maximum on the 22nd of April 2022. So the account I gave is what happened at medium between 12th and the 21st of April 2022. Thank you.
We have, yes, I'll take it one by one, please. We have listened to him. I understand that what category of people do you keep at the medium security, and what category of offenses do you keep at maximum?
As the name implies, medium security, mostly the people we live at medium security considered center are mostly minor offenders and first offenders as well. So it's sometimes that we have, because of overflow of the big custodial centers that manage big offenders, that they bring some of those big offenders to video. So this space in the
unit, was there an overflow? Because I want to know the reason why you should take somebody who just committed an offense of abuse of naira to maximum security where you keep people who committed maximum capital offenses. Because I want to know, because it's at this point that we need to trace this allegation of the fact that he was kept outside the prison environment. Because I want to know why he was moved from the medium to the maximum. What is the reason?
The reason is one, there was social media hype. Because his friends and family members donated chairs, 21 plastic chairs, to the visit area environment that doesn't have, they have the inconvenient chairs. Chairs were not enough. So when they come to visit sometimes, when they come to visit sometimes, they discover that there is lack of chairs. So they went and donated chairs and wrote the name of this here as the donor. Then the next minute it went viral on social media, stressing that this may cause security breach. The controller took action.
Who moved him? Who moved him?
I was not present. That
Are you trying to say that up to now, even when you get that, you don't know who moved him?
I said, my command control is order. They should continue to understand our hearing. We have a hearing.
Yeah.
We have a general.
What I'm saying is, who
the state command controller is in charge of the whole of Lagos. He can move into any facility.
Is it the state controller that moves?
Yes, it is the state controller.
No, the question is a general question because they are listening. Because we want their leadership to give us a footage of the CCTV of when Bobrisky came into the maximum and when he left the maximum. Secondly, like we have entered the visitors room, how they visited him in the medium. We also want to have the visitors, I hope you can with it, how he was visited, visitors register, how he was visited when he was in the maximum.
So we want to respect the officer chairman of this year.
Yeah, he's coming on board. So I'm done. Mr. Chairman. Okay, let's start from here.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Brother, from what you have said, it is very, very obvious that you the question I want to ask you, you have told us here.
Sorry, sir. You asked me a question that you answered.
I'm not going to. Please. You told us that Bobrisky has a very special feature, not so that he developed the breast. He has breast, not so.
You don't have right.
Was not So, what was the business telling us that because he has breast, he has NASS, that is saying how to prepare in a different way. Number 3 question. You also did say, you did mention to us that they were bringing his food from outside. Correct? He was not able to take food, not so if you were inside. Yes. The food was coming from outside. Is it allowed by law?
Yes, yes.
What if they are poisoning the food and he dies in that?
We have our route.
Thank you very much. That's all I have for Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Officer, please, you go back to the day you accepted Mr. Okume into your custody. You showed us a picture of acceptance. I'm sure there was a paperwork. Anytime you are meeting an inmate, there is a paperwork that usually accompanies that. Is that correct? Yes. Please, can you show us that paperwork? Why you are looking for that, sir? Sir, is it the tradition that an inmate in custody can actually make donations while they are in custody?
That was the wrong aspect. That was the reason why the controller had to intervene. My question is it the transaction was made? Sir, hold on, please. Is it yes or no? Is it the tradition that an inmate in custody can make donations while they're in custody? No. All right. So then going to my other question. Are you listening, sir? Okay. So do you have the discharge letter? Usually when you are moving an inmate from a medium security post to a maximum, I want to believe there's usually a discharge letter. Is that correct? You have that?
Yes, this is a file called transfer of prisoners. If you look at
Patient, sir, do you have it? Okay, Mr. Chairman, I have requested for 2 documents. The first one is the paperwork the day he was admitted, and the second one is a discharge letter the day he was moved from that major security, and you have an admittance letter when you took him to the maximum. I have all that. Okay, Mr. Chairman, I'm requesting for that as well. And officer, now, don't you think the donation of those chairs would have influenced the movement of Mr. Okunere from medium to maximum?
That was what he left.
But don't you think that would have influenced? Because when we talk about corruption, yes, that an inmate donating to the correctional facility. Now, I asked before, you said no, it's not a tradition, but yet you received it and you accepted it. Sir, I want to tell you, and you wrote, hold on, sir. The chairs even came with his name printed on them, correct? I was not the one that did it. I told you that I traveled. Sir, you are representing your institution. Yes. Sir, are you representing your institution? You are old, sir. Be careful. I know. So if you are old, be careful what you say.
You remember that I said I went for exam at the posting. After the first visit, it was there that I was told that this year's thing. And because,
sir, are you speaking on your personal capacity or you are speaking of the app?
I hope you know why you are here. My controller is here.
Okay. All right. So, well, let me finish the question. Mr. Chairman, I've requested for those documents and I wish they will be submitted. I want to give. Thank you very much.
This issue, I have really one question, but it can be cascaded to another one. My colleague here has spoken about how when somebody is moved, this is what is done. So that is him assuming he knows your procedure. So you, as a deputy
controller general.
Outline, deputy controller, deputy controller, can you outline your procedures and steps when you are moving an inmate? Okay. As of one now. Then, on the other hand, you said in your statement that you, after inspecting the inmates, you were conflicted whether a man or woman. So you moved him, you separated him. Those were your words. So you separated him. Was it in that same facility? Did you put him in a separate room, or do you have room for people where you're not sharing with? Okay, if you can answer that question, and then also explain to me the process of the detailed process of transferring an inmate. Thank you.
What is it? The transfer of an inmate from a facility to another facility issues from the state control, command control. He will give his authorization in writing. And when you receive the authorization, you write transfer letter to the next facility where the inmate is going. There is two forms that we complete that will accompany the letter, Form 5 and Form 5A. Those two forms, you send it to the state controller to sign it. When the state controller signs out Form 5 and 5A, you come to your facility and give the Form 5 as the evidence of the improvement, and use the Form 5A as your letter to carry the inmate to the next facility. When you get to the next facility, that's what we call body receipt. Body receipt will be issued to you by the records officer in that facility to accept that they receive this particular image. All those documents are submitted.
So can you please provide us with a copy of all these documents that you have said, and also can you provide us with your operational manual that outlines this, so that I can see that what you have said and outlined now matches your operational procedure.
The documents are attached to the analysis that I submitted to you.
The operational
manual is not there. We can submit that one.
So I want to compare what you have said.
Thank you. I just have a simple question, officer. You did tell us that when he came in, and you did find out that I don't know where to put him, whether that you had a meeting, emergency meeting. Can you forward furnish us with the minutes of that meeting, the people that attended that meeting, and how the resolution was taken, in line with the procedure of Correctional Act? What the minutes of that meeting, those that participated in that meeting, and the resolution that informed that decision. That is one. Secondly, you made mention that you moved into B1 Yes. What are the facilities that B1? B is B1. B. French officer. Can I answer the question? Okay. The admission of inmates to the facility is done by the board, and that board is called admission board. The admission board is chaired by the officer. The members of the admission board include the record officer, the in-charge welfare, the in-charge medical, and the veterans. Most other ad hoc members may be in charge indoors or workshop, as the case may be. So during that period, we may not have a detailed minutes of meeting where we decided it has to be this. We have to talk to each other. I am the officer in charge of the facility, and we still prevent the officer in charge. So I won't be there. Like the people say that nobody, elder should not be at home and they go to give that while it's right on the road. I will not be there because I want to please the public. I break the law of the land. During admission, there's what we call classification of inmates. During classification, you classify by offense, you classify by sex or gender, you classify by age, you classify by inherent health challenges, and some other factors that you consider. Now, in the case of Idris Oduneyola, it was peculiar. And we have to take a peculiar decision about a peculiar situation. And the decision we took was, this is a block of cell of small rooms. Everybody is his own room. Each of those rooms have a toilet inside of it. So, which means you can stay here. Additional measure that I took is that I posted a staff to be stand by on that particular place. Each time if you bring our duty roster, you see it. We moved the staff who was there for the whole 10 days that were spent in meeting.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I'm still speaking with my voice. I have just one question. It is understandable that because of the sex, whether male or female, they may be confused as to where they be. But my question is this: was he at any time, when he's supposed to be in your custody, outside the prison custody? Yes or no? Was he at any time outside?
Yes, just one question. I'm sure at the time Okudeya was brought to the correctional facility. When the time it was brought to the correctional facility, the issue of whether he was convicted and made a female was determined.
On the 13th now, during admissions.
Yes or no? We don't need story at this stage.
When I mean, sorry sir, we admit people with what they got comes from. Whatever is in the warrant is what we admit. We don't add, we don't.
What was on the warrant?
Smell.
I told you they use smell. I told you I was in the box that he displayed. Nigeria don't know Nigeria recognizes transgender. All these things you are talking about. Anyway, I'll give it to the chairman for the ruling. But the issue is that there is no law in Nigeria today that talks about the transgender. So you are male or you are female. And the conviction, the sentence you have, law we should do anything. That ABC is convicted as male, and then we take the best precisely to be. So I'm sure we'll have to talk about the matter of this.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And my distinguished colleagues. Sir, let me put the record straight. Basically, we are here mainly because of you and the EFCC. Because whatever happens to the EFCC, at prisons, Nigeria was guilty and held with it. And your oath, whatever you tell us is, and let the public know, this committee is not taking side. We will do justice, and that is why we are here. So don't misunderstand us. We won't take side. We are going to do justice. I want to ask you something, sir. Are you under suspension? Don't let that was thinking to me to that. Are you under suspension? There was a press release at the National Daily and News that I and my colleague, Maximum, and some others had been suspended. Were you given reasons for your suspension? No reason for you. No reason. So they just serve you a letter and tell you to go. They didn't serve you a letter. Are you on suspension? You say yes. In social media suspension. I will not appear here again. You see, what I must do. I would like you to help us. We are here to give us evidence. We are here to discuss with you and investigate this matter. What you think, what we think that you would have done wrong might also be wrong in the eyes of the law. So we need you to speak the truth to us. Finally, are you on suspension? The suspension was a press release.
Yes.
I think we should stop so far with him. We will get to the issue of suspension because we also have a press release here suspending about 3 or 4 of the officers, signed by the Secretary of Civil Defense Correction, Fire Education Board, Jafaru Ahmed. That's the one that signed it. I think it's here to the Secretary.
Chairman, the man should answer the question now.
So we'll get to the issue of suspension and know the reason why they were suspended, and also look at the laws and the procedures and orders of suspension. So you may wish to submit the documents you have and step down so that we can take the next person.
Your home live to GTV Africa live from National Assembly. Like I said earlier, can you subscribe to GTV Africa for you to have more updates as events is unfolding? Kindly subscribe. Your subscription make us happy, and we are happy for what you are doing. Your messages are all taken. We are taking note of the messages. The correctional official has been asked to step down, and another of the correctional officer is being called to come over. In a few minutes, he's going to step into the podium to answer questions. This is GTV Africa coming to you live
Is
from
this the
National
man in
Assembly.
charge of the maximum?
Ben, Rabbi Freedom. Freeman.
Yeah, Freeman.
Freeman.
The chairman, co-chairman.
Clark, have you administered the oath?
I,
SCP, Ben Bobrisky,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give to this committee
the oath
the oath
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but
So help me God.
so
We don't have time again, so we have to snap.
Home to GTV Africa live from National Assembly. The next officer is about to give evidence, just signing the oath. And after signing the oath, the microphone is going to be handed over to him. And he's going to state his own while the committee will ask us to have a pain in listening to him. Just listen to him. Or kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel as you are making your comments.
My name is Ben Bobrisky, Assistant Controller General of Correctional, in charge of Zone A. Zone A covers Lagos State and Ogun State. I was the controller of correction. In fact, the immediate past controller of correction in charge of Lagos. Mr. Chairman, I have 20 years corporate experience. Controller of correction in 3 command. I have headed 8 custodial centers and facilities across the country. On the 12th of April 2024, at about 15:30 hours, I got a call from the deputy controller of correction in charge of the medium security controller center that it is Okuneye Otadewa company number for instance have been sentenced as either high court Ikoyi and that they are on their way to Ikoyi controller center with a large crowd. A crowd of fans at the court premises followed them to Ikoyi controller center. And it was such that the facility Ikoyi in the center of the town, established by organization, the traffic jam, the great lot within that Ikoyi axis, got us to Abamo, and even as a economy approach, was not have access to our facility. On the strength of that, one to lose 150 sub-Ms, the Nigerian Correctional Service standing up. I authorized in writing a letter backed by one. The chairman, I'd like to report that the movement of vanity from one facility to the other must carry a warrant, a public warrant. That warrant is called from 5 and 5A. Transferring him to medium security custodial center activity. That's it too. For operational and security, it was very congested and there was a lot of concern for the security implications. I'd like to confirm to this honorable committee that on the 12th we was moved to on that same 12th, he spent about 4 hours in Ikoyi. He got to Ikoyi and he was admitted. He stayed in Ikoyi Stadium for 10 minutes. And I had to move him. I forced to move him out of the maximum. Exercising my powers I provided in a group. Because the Controller General of Correction transmitted a call to me that there was a trending video on social media that Bobrisky donated some plastic chairs to our facility. And he asked me to find out, address the matter, and report back to me. On the strength of that directive, very same directive, I rushed down to Correctional meeting. And I confirmed that 21 plastic chairs were donated to the facility. On further inquiry, it was confirmed that those chairs were donated by relations of Bobrisky. Granted, the officer in charge with the deputy controller got permission for me to travel to write an exam and interview that month. So I entered the yard and I did 2 things. Firstly, I ordered that those chairs be removed from a visiting hall outside the premises where people have to search. And they should be taken out of circulation. Secondly, I had to go to the cell to see Bobrisky. And I told him that we will not accept any donation from his family or friends or himself to our facility henceforth, because it creates a very false impression about the reputation and integrity of the correctional service. Secondly, I effected this transfer. I ordered from medium to maximum.
How was he transferred? Did you carry him in your private vehicle to the maximum, or did you not?
I followed them to maximum. The vehicle we used in transferring because of the urgency.
Where was he? Was he in your vehicle, or was he in the official vehicle of your district?
He was in my official vehicle. operational chaos because courts were in session and the other operational vehicles, because of the seriousness of the matter, I had to, the courts have if this has gone to court, you don't have any.
Is it official vehicle
I
or
use my
private vehicle?
official operational vehicle. I have a flag card, the staff card with a flag, but I went to that facility since it was operational, with an operational unit, official operational unit. I ordered the staff officer in Correctional region. Normally, if you are transferring an email with a letter and the transfer order, there must be an escort. All the proper documentation were done for him to be transferred, the gate, the record office, and everything that has to do with the transfer.
He has been tendered. Have you submitted those things?
It's been tendered.
Okay.
It's been tendered. So on the 22nd, we moved under my supervision because the container was monitoring the internet. We had to move it to maximum. It stayed in maximum from 22nd of April to the 5th of August, when he was discharged from lawful custody upon expedition of his prison term. And with profound respect, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to clarify the issue of keeping Bobrisky in a single cell. Bobrisky stayed in P1. P1 has capacity of 240. Is stayed in room 2. There are many single cells in that place, and it's a standard practice in the correctional service to classify them. We saw in Bobrisky a special case, especially in the sense that he's a transgender, and allow him to stay in the general cell with other issues to create a bigger problem. Firstly, it is body, it will be violated, and it is a major problem for us. And it's important to tell this committee that Bobrisky was not the only person staying in single cell. There are many in the state in single cell. We have very important case we manage again. The same week Bobrisky came to Correctional, we admitted, I have the warrant, we admitted another unit from the certain part of the country, a trailer driver, and it is a hemophilia. Our men in Correctional were very dutiful and professional, and they were able to search, and they detected that it's a hemophilia. He had the male organ and he had the female organ. That is mistake for them to separate it. It just distract from our facility. A trailer driver, and the charge is for stealing. He appeared before emergency court and remanded. And the deputy controller in charge did a professional mission alongside his team. And they kept that image in a single cell. Kept the image in a single cell. Because if you don't do that, there's a million of images in every facility. And the image is the same image to not, an indigent image to not get a lawyer. The deputy controller in charge million of executive controllers will send approval for got a legal representative to help that indigent image and approach the emergency. Especially when we thought to see the emergency. Until the image was discharged from the family. This is the letter he wrote and the warrant of that image. Who is the hemophilia? The chairman, we never took Bobrisky out of our facility. We never took Bobrisky out of our facility from the 12th of April to the 5th of August. In fact, even when there was a need for medical attention, so I got very firm instruction from the contractor that we should go about professionally because of the reduction of the funds. At the point there was a need for reference by our regulation, the controller, only the controller can give approval for an inmate, giving the server to another person. But I never gave any approval for Bobrisky, even to get medical assistance outside. We have a clinic in maximum. A doctor there and I'm able to manage him until there. He never left the facility. I say until he served in a facility.
Were you suspended?
I'm not suspended. I'm not under suspension.
came with a press release. It didn't affect you.
No, it didn't affect me.
Okay, members, we have had him. Do you still have other things to say? Or can you round up so that we can take one or two questions?
Yeah. I have a concern. Mr. Chairman. I just got information today from one of my officers in charge of the facility that there's a trending story. But it's important we begin to address this thing. No going forward. There's a trending story of a high profile individual that was moved from a particular state to our facility. And that there's a trend, another trending story that instance was taken from our facility in a particular state to an apartment close to the prison. And as the story is gaining traction, it will come to you very soon and to this particular opportunity. So we do our work professionally. The service have very tolerance for all forms of professional conduct on a legal conduct. And those staff to manage an inmate because of so many hands I work. And also in charge of the facility and not take an inmate out of the rest, out of the yard.
This what you're talking about now is not where we are here. So let us deal with this one that has brought us here and conclude it. So can we take just three direct questions to him? Let me start from you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sir, you mentioned that because of the urgency, you have to move in with your official operational vehicle. Can you tell us what this urgency was about? What was the urgency?
The urgency is that my principal, the Controller General of Correctional, was on me monitoring that development. And I consulted with him, he gave me approval to transfer him. The majestic, 23 million and maximum is within the same range. It's barely to 200 meters from 23 million to maximum. So the offset charge was not on ground, it traveled with my express permission. And I was in command control at them. And once it's now I'm
Sir, the urgency, the other officer says for security reasons. You came, you said the urgency. Can you explain to this honorable committee? Define this urgency for us.
The urgency, with respect, is a check. The urgency.
Was there a particular threat at that moment that would have led to the breakdown of law and order, or people coming in to break into your facility? Because you have still not defined the urgency for us. We want to know because your vehicles moved other inmates to court. You had to rush down there. On your way to that facility, did you meet some group of people trying to vandalize your facility. Because we are trying to understand these urgencies.
Mr. Chairman.
Just go ahead.
Mr. Chairman.
You want to tell us?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
The provision of a standing order allows the controller to allows the controller to move for sentence and administrative. In circumstance, the controller
Okay, let's move to another question. So when you came, those chairs, now where are the chairs now? Where are the chairs?
Mr. Chairman, I gave
Yes.
I gave directly, and
when you gave instruction for those chairs to be moved, to who?
and move that those two. To where? The chairs out of it.
To where?
Those chairs were outstanding before.
Yeah, to where? Did you have to just throw them
I
under
have
the
to
table?
move those chairs.
So you are not bound down if they are still in your facility.
I asked them to take the chairs out of the facility.
So will you be surprised if I show you pictures now that those chairs are still in your facility?
I'll be surprised.
You will be surprised. No, check. We will leave that for Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Bobrisky. I represent Nigeria, to the good people of the Sokoto and and from Abia State. Controller, I just have one question. Assistant Controller, you said that Bobrisky is a homophobe. You said it.
No.
Bobrisky is a transgender. The next thing, we had another image we admitted that the second image is the level frozen, and I have it one.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me. Mr. Chairman, Co-Chairman, Honorable colleagues, I remain Ogel David Agadabiba representing the Procedural constituency. I'm from Benue State. Assistant Controller General, first I really want to appreciate the light you've thrown to the whole scenario, but I want to also put something straight here. We have a constitution that backs us as a nation. The 1999 constitution has amended. Some of these, your findings, whether transgender or whatever other case, is not recognized by our constitution. These are your special discovery in the area of your field, that you are managing professional. Some of our colleagues will understand that we were there, and I saw it for myself. I've seen something different. I will say we saw some high-profile people, high-profile convicted emails there. We requested for them. We saw them. These were some of the emails they told us that they are not in custody. But we saw them. I won't mention their name, obvious reason. And then some of these things that are being said are also of high security intel. It's because we are following the directive of Mr. Chairman. Some of these things would have been better in an executive section so that we can hit them one after the other. But be at its way. There are some other issues really to be looked into. See, we have one of the officers that came on board. The question was thrown to him: are you suspended or you are not suspended? The question was not well answered. These are some things that you yourself, as someone who is heading that region, should clarify as well. So we want to know, was there disciplinary measures put in place as a result of this trending issue we are investigating now is something that can come from a preview before even the Controller General will now make an attestment to it. So we need you to clarify that, what you are doing regarding this video. The other aspect, I will hold on until the EFCC people comes on board. But so far, so good, you have clarified some of the issues. But on that aspect, we need you to clear it as one of the high-ranking officers seated here today. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Honorable Dr. Emily, and I represent the people of Akampa and Biase, Cross River State. Let me just collaborate with what my colleague has said, because I was also in the entourage that visited their facility a few days ago. Yes, the creativity we saw there was impressive. But you are under investigation now. The integrity is at stake. You must prove that Bobrisky at no time was he taken out of your facility. The officer before you had shown that the 10 days he spent in the medium security facility had a history of visitors. Can you also prove that when he was taken to the maximum security prison, he has a history of his visitors? Thank you.
Excuse me, Chairman. Yes, the first question about the suspension of the two deputies. I can confirm that there's a blessing from our board suspending 4 officers, including the two that are heading to the kitchen. As I speak now, they are yet to be served with formal official hearing about the suspension. That's why I can see it before you. Why were suspended? Because of the allegations of corruption.
Chairman, Mike, sir. Mr. Chairman, Mike. Mr. Chairman, use your mic, sir.
Can you conclude? I will provide the chairman and co-chairman. I'd like to reiterate the fact that we did our job for the best of our team. And Bobrisky has been dealing with first coordinates from the 12th of August to the 5th of August when the company in practice in both medium and at maximum facility. We have impeccable records of all the management, including visitors. One, the parametrics of Bobrisky is in maximum, is in medium, and is in Italy. Those documents have been treated and we brought back to them much earlier. And I thought they shared it to never.
Are you telling us on oath now that you did not collect any money to effect that transfer, urgent transfer you did with your officer card?
Mr. Chairman, for logistic challenge, I'd like to inform this member committee. I've had for several to use my official operational card for court duty. At times, I take a vehicle from the provision of controller from Aladdin to go to Guru to assist because of the challenge So it was not out of place for me to, and given the fact that it was next door to move to the table. If I didn't do that, the contractor would have sanctioned me because the asked me address this matter.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's have the man in charge of maximum. Let's have the man in charge of maximum.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Patrick.
Thank you, my chair. Well, unfortunately, this is not supposed to be your question. I really think your superior. Since you're here, now, it seems a caricature of the Nigerian Correctional Service that there will be a press release suspending officers, and your superior steps up here, or steps out here, and says they have not been personally served, and so they're still in uniform. Is that how it works then?
Sir, this is a regimental service. If you are not very cautionary of the one may still be there. Honestly, it is like everybody has to get on here that myself and my colleague from Legion was suspect. But up to today, there's no letter to the effect.
Have you taken steps to verify if you are still in service or suspended from service? As a dutiful officer.
As a dutiful officer, if somebody is on suspension that is acting such a custodial institution with immediate effect, that was somebody to replace him. So far as nobody is here to take over from me, as we maintain the ground for the safety of the country.
So can you confirm that the suspension was a pass?
Not yet to pass, but as it's on paper, I hope.
Are you confirming that? Are you confirming to this parliament that the suspension was fake?
I'm not saying it's a fake. What is on paper?
What paper? The press release signed by an authority of the Nigerian Correctional Service. Do you know the officer assigned to your suspension?
It's what secretary, sir.
Do you know it? Is there an officer in charge of the board, but the one that signed that suspension?
Sir, my general is here, sir. And I've not received
Are you aware of any suspension, of any press release suspending you?
I'm aware of the press release, like I said. Suspending myself.
Two batteries at the same time.
My colleague in video.
Did you confirm if that suspension was valid or not?
Like I said, sir.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
Was there a response from the Nigerian Correctional Service that the suspension was invalid? You are starting with the body the way you go and address parliament. While you're on suspension, you are making a caricature of parliament.
Chairman, I mean, let the chairman let me.
Chairman, order please.
Chairman, Chairman, let me ask one question.
Order please.
Please, let me ask one question.
Order please. We also invited the secretary. I don't think he's here. The issue of suspension, I think we're also going to address it. Let's quickly take
Right, let's ask the question now.
I'll be here. Can you come and take two minutes and address us so that we can, on the issue of EFCC, we just hear from the prosecutor and also hear from the man representing the chairman. So go ahead.
During the order of the presentation, do we have the secretary, Civil Defense Correctional, Correction, Fire and Immigration Law, Jafaru Ahmed. Jafaru Ahmed, the board secretary. Jafaru Ahmed. Okay. With the permission, Mr. Chairman, can I invite the controller, Nigeria Correctional Service, Mr. Aliru Nababa, to assist you.
Your whole live to GTV Africa, live from National Assembly, and you are part of this. Like I said earlier, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to have more. And it is our usual habit to bring this to you. The sound system in the house here is bad. We've tried all our best to make sure that we get a good sound for you. Or the one that is available is what we are just making use. So kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I promise that you get more. Now the Controller General of Correctional Service is the one to speak, and let's hear from him how the House are going to drill him and what he's going to say to Nigerians.
Louder.
Second issue of education, the officer concerns were fully suspended by the court. So to give way,
may I humbly invite Mr. Rotimi Uyedeko, the son, the EFCC prosecutor. Rotimi Uyedeko. Mr. Senator.
All right. Mr. Rotimi Oyedeko, I think there's a bit of a mix-up here. Rotimi Oyedeko isn't the prosecutor who handled this case in court. The prosecutor is here. Not Rotimi Oyedeko. So she, if the committee wants her to make the presentation, she's here, but not Rotimi Oyedeko. He was not the prosecutor. Yes, the prosecutor is here. Okay, let him come. Yes. Thank you.
What's his name? What's her name? Okay, her name. Yes, in the case. Okay. let's have press. You people should come back and let's see what press people. I'm sure it's my right.
I'm from GTV Africa. You're home to GTV Africa live from National Assembly.
Before we take everything to her, you have
I want to believe that the audio will be better now. It's, what we've just changed to again. We've been swapping because the audio in the house is.
It is in the correctional facility. In that maximum, within that legislation, we have to prevent it and also take that into us.
Where the house has just requested, has done what you asked for. Majority of you are requesting that a CCTV or footage of Okuneye in the prison should be tender. The chairman of the committee has just requested for that the CCTV should be presented. That has answered majority of the questions majority of you are asking. Now, the EFCC official is about to take his stand to give evidence on the matter. This is GTV Africa bringing to you details of what is going on. Where EFCC is here, EFCC is about to begin to take their own turn. I hope the sound is a bit better now. Please let me hear from you.
Honorable Chairman, sir, standing on honor. Sir, the special duty leader of the Labour Secretary received the case file of aka Bobrisky, on the 4th of April 2024. After receipt of the case file, my team sat down to come up with the case plan and proceed with the case. That in the course of carrying out the commission, in a bid to stop the inflation and naira abuse, set up a special task force to look into such offense, and Bobrisky was apprehended in the course of that. Sir, in the case file, the statement of the ex-convict confessed inter alia that Bob Express is not registered with school as a special control unit against money laundering, because I'm not aware of it. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse, which informed that decision to charge him for not rendering results contrary to the Money Laundering Act, Section 6(1), and punishable under Section 19 of the same act. However, on the 5th of April 2024, we moved the motion for the Honorable Court to hear the matter because it was a petition matter, and we were granted the file. Notwithstanding the unequivocal confession of ex-convict convicting essential evidence in count 5 and 6 of the charge, and having indicated willingness to plead guilty to count 1 and 4 of the charge, which has to do with mutilating of the naira currency, the prosecution in total fidelity and conduct its oath and strict adherence of not only disclosing exculpatory documents of offense, having received a report of investigation activities from SCUMO, which showed that Bob Express is not a designated non-financial business and profession, decided to drop counts 5 and 6 of the charge in the interest of justice and fair hearing, without any inducement or prompting of any sort from the defense, and in line with the mandate of the Special Task Force against naira abuse. We attached the response from school. We also attached the charge showing count 1 to 6. There was no amendment of charge. The dropping of counts 5 and 6 was done in court because the ex-convict elected to plead count 1 and 4, which has to do with naira abuse. In any event, sections 5, counts 5 and 6, which had to do with not rendering returns to school, showed that it was not the one express which used to pay. It's not a designated non-financial business and profession. That's what informed my decision to drop count 5 and 6. An amendment of charges is not alien to practice, particularly sections 216 of Act of 2015. It is also noteworthy that the calculation made by the prosecution did not contravene any provision of external policy of the commission and its standard operating procedures. We have amended charges severally for when the need arises. The steps taken by the prosecution in this proceedings, dropping counts 5 and 6, which is akin to amendment of the charges, can take place at any time before judgment. It's not alien as the commission has in numerous instances had cause to amend, add or subtract from the body of the count of the charge preferred against defendants, and this will not be the last. We attach records of proceedings of the court showing how we arrange the defendants in court. To show that the ex-convict there was no covert between the prosecution and defense. The ex-convict even appealed the judgment of the court. If there was any interaction or any agreement, he would have gotten what he wanted and he couldn't have appealed. We also have the notice of appeal by the ex-convict attached to it. We also attached a copy of the charge, the record of proceedings, and the method section special task force that investigated the case of the ex-convict. So I want to state categorically that there was no form of financial inducement to any member of the commission, especially the prosecution to the respect of this matter. All we did was carry out our duty as regards to our core values of professionalism and ethics, like you as legal practitioner, to prosecute and not prosecute anybody.
Are you done? Okay, can you send out the documents you have? Okay, dear colleagues, we have anybody who has to ask. The two count charges. Okay, can you explain more why the money laundering charges why it was dropped?
Okay, sir. As I said earlier, when we were analyzing the case file to prepare our charges, the purpose of the charges in the first place was to charge for naira abuse and mutilation of naira currency. But then the defendant confessed that Bob Express, we attached his statement wherein he preferred this confession. And Bob Express is not registered with school, special control unit against money laundering. And knowing that we can convict on a confessional statement, we went ahead to include counts 5 and 6 in the charge. But when he elected to plead guilty in court in the morning, and having a back of our mind that response from the special control unit against money laundering, saying that the Bob Express that we're charging for not rendering reports is not qualified to be a designated non-financial business or profession as provided under the money laundering act.
Is it clear now? Okay. Do we have any other person? Okay, if we don't have any other person, I think EFCC, what they have is the main allegation against them is dropping of this charge. They collected money to drop the money laundering charge, which he has said emphatically that they did not collect money. It's left for the committee to do our own investigation to know what they are saying, whether it's a fact or not. She has also said originally it was 6 cam. They were charging for 6 cam, but she has explained why they had to drop the money laundering charge. So on that note, the name is fast bet. I want one of us to move. John. Okay. Okay.
Chairman of EFCC, I would like to present to this honorable distinguished.
Mike.
Please give me mic. Hold on. All right, Mike.
Okay, can you?
Yes, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Well, the head of the EFCC is the chief of staff to the EFCC chairman. The head of the team at this hearing is about to speak and he wants to make some clarifications. Let's listen to him.
Do solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give to this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
His name is Michael Mwezeke, chief of staff to the EFCC chairman.
The co-chair.
Let's listen to him.
The joint committee for the investigation of this disturbing allegation of corruption against the EFCC and other government agencies. I stand here today. My name is Michael, the chief of staff to the executive chairman. I stand to represent him. He says his sincere apologies for not being here due to the exigencies of duty and team conduct, though he would have wished to be here. The letter of investigation into this very deep and disturbing allegation. We would like to just make this presentation on behalf of the executive chairman very quickly. Our attention was brought to the viral video published by one Martins, Vincent, aka Very Dark Man VDM, wherein it was Olaruwaju, Okeneya, aka Bobrisky, and ex-convicts alleged that the officials of the commission received a sum of 15 million naira to drop money laundering count in charge FRON versus Okeneya Idris Olaruwaju. In the same video, the publisher, the Very Dark Man, revealed that Bobrisky made this presentation to an undisclosed friend of his, whom he intended to receive a financial support from. Attached here is a copy of the charge we have marked as Enclosure 1. Given the gravity of the offense, which touches on our core value as a commission, touches seriously on our core value, we do not take kindly to the integrity of the commission, one of the best all over the world and in Africa. For our integrity to be touched. Given this kind of integrity, current professionalism, and collaboration, the executive chairman promptly constituted a team to investigate the claim and equally issued a statement through his various social media accounts to that effect. Whilst investigation is still ongoing, the executive chairman received from this honorable house an invitation directing his appearance and the concerned officers of the commission before this honorable committee for an investigative hearing. Upon close scrutiny and analysis of that video that gave rise to this investigative hearing, the commission observed the following: that the published and widely circulated video contained a private conversation between the ex-convict and a yet to be identified individual who, in an attempt to obtain monetary benefit, alleged the compromises and the compromise of the officers of the commission, the Nigerian Correctional Service, a private legal practitioner, Femi Falana SAN, and a private and a fast, the bad guy. That in an attempt to induce and convince the yet to be identified individual into parting with his money, the ex-convict alleged that the sum of 15 million naira was demanded by officers of the commission to drop the count of money laundering counts in count 5 and 6 of the charge sheet, and that he could not transfer the said sum from his account because of the investigation, thereby inferring that the said account was frozen. That at the time he was demanding for this money and claimed his accounts were frozen or under investigation, the commission never, at no time in the course of investigation, placed the account of the ex-convict under postal debit. His account was never frozen throughout the period of investigation. Whereas the ex-convict mentioned the names of his friends who raised various sums of money and credited same to the account of his brother, the names of the officers of the commission that allegedly collected the bribe were not disclosed by the ex-convicts. Also, the mode, the place, date, and time of the delivery of the alleged bribe or to an account where it was paid was not disclosed by the ex-convicts. Arising from the above observation, the commission wishes to state categorically as follows: in view of the prevalent nature of the currency, mutilation and abuse of the naira, which has been expressly criminalized by Section 21 of the CPM Act 2027, the commission, in a bid to curb the said offences and in the discharge of its statutory duty, set up a special task force via a memo by the executive chairman to all his directors. Now, attached here is also a copy of the said memo marked as enclosure 2. As a result of the setting up of this special task force and the vigorous sensitization, investigation and prosecution, a number of convictions were secured, which has significantly stemmed this dangerous tide of abuse of the naira, which all Nigerians are witness today. It was in the course of carrying out its mandate that the special task force of the Commission Lagos Directorate received intelligence which revealed 4 different videos of gross abuse of the naira notes perpetrated by the ex-convict, which warranted his investigation and prosecution. That on the 3rd of April 2024, the ex-convict, while undergoing investigation, in his extrajudicial statement, confessed clearly inter alia, Bob Express is not registered as SCOMO, Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering. I'm not aware. Hence the inclusion of count 5 and 6. Due to his own confession that Bob Express is not registered. So the prosecutors had to now include all of this and then did a further check on that. Now, in the body of the charge, this was included when the defendant, now ex-convict, was alleged to have failed to submit to SCOMO a declaration of his activity, which is contrary to Section 6(1) of the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, and punishable under Section 19 of the same Act, in addition to the substantive offence of tampering with the naira note as contained in Tab 4 for count 1 to 4. However, on the 5th of April 2024, notwithstanding the unequivocal confession of the ex-convict, admitting the essential ingredients of in count 5 and 6 of the charge, and having indicated willingness to plead guilty to count 1 and 4 of the charge. The prosecution, in total fidelity and candor to its oath and strict adherence to professional practice of not disclosing documents to their defense, having received a report of the investigation and activities from SCUMO, which showed that Bob Express is not a designated non-financial business and professional, decided to drop counts 5 and 6 of the charge in the interest of justice and fair hearing, without any inducement or prompting of any sort from the defense, and in line with the memorandum of the special, with the mandates of the Special Task Force Against Naira Abuse. We have this also attached here and marked as an exception 3. That the Honorable House is invited to note that alteration, amendment, addition of charges is known to law, very known to law. Particularly Section 216 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015. It also noteworthy to note that it is also noteworthy here to note that the alteration made by the prosecution did not contravene any provision of the external policies of the Commission, nor the standard operating procedure. That in the steps taken by the prosecution in proceeding to drop count 5 and 6, which is akin to amendment of the charges, can take place at any time before judgment is not alien, as the Commission has in numerous instances caused charges to be amended. You can see our attachment as enclosure 4. The Honorable House is urged to use this constitutional power to ensure that corruption and other vices are exposed, investigated, prosecuted, and also ensure that patriotic and dedicated officers are not blackmailed, demonized, and demoralized for faithfully serving and carrying out their lawful duties. That the Commission has been consistent in its advocacy, calling on all public with credible information on any alleged act of corruption involving any of the staff to come forward with evidence. This, the public is urged to do responsibly. Short of the ex-convicts and other accusers openly naming the officers of the Commission to whom they allege gave the bribe of 15 million naira in order to reduce and influence the dropping of count 5 and 6 of the charge, bordering on money laundering. It is reasonable to infer that the ex-convict merely made up the story to convince the yet to be identified person he was speaking with in order to obtain financial favor under the pretense by dropping the name of the Commission. We wish to draw the attention of the Honorable House to the fact that the onus of proving these grievous allegations against officers of the Commission rests squarely on the accusers in this case, the ex-convicts and the buried man. It is noteworthy that the Commission extends an invitation to the ex-convict and the buried man to come and assist the Commission in unraveling the identities of the officers of the Commission to whom the alleged bribe of the sum of 15 million was paid. Regrettably, up to this moment, none of them have honored the invitation. While appreciating the seriousness attached to this incident and the noble steps taken by this Honorable House to unravel the truth contained in this allegation in the viral video for the sanctity of the institution and the nation Nigeria, the Commission wishes to assure this Honorable House and the general public that on our part, we are committed to getting to the root of this matter and appropriate actions will be taken accordingly. In conclusion, the Commission is appealing to the general public to desist from attaching parochial sentiment and unfounded assumption to actions taken by patriotic and dedicated officers in the course of discharging their duties in the interest of the nation. Accept the assurances of the Executive Chairman, highest privilege. Thank you.
Well, like you rightly asked, the question and answer should come up. Well,
of this presentation,
time for question and answer is very fast close by, and you just have to pay attention. But as like I said earlier, kindly subscribe to GTV Africa so that you can be getting more information.
The chairman represented by his chief of staff. Let us, Honorable David.
I remain Ogel David Abeda, representing the constituent staff once again. Mr. Chairman, co-chairman, honorable colleagues, the officers of the Correctional Center, the two of out to the EFCC and other distinguished ladies and gentlemen here present. I haven't heard your submission on behalf of the chairman of the EFCC. We were already at the closed session towards the point for chairman of this committee to make summary before this was submission. I would have loved if this submission had come before even the prosecutor. But be as it may, like you already know, we are all here to make sure that justice is served. Secondly, we are all here to make sure that our institutions that are trying their best to put this country in a better shape, just like Mr. President have assured us of the New Hope agenda that we are all in, to make sure that these things go on well. That's why we're all seated there. Thirdly, for me, as a member of this committee, I've already made my submission to chairman. Some of these whole allegations and whatever have been said today is centered on one person, and that is Mr. Okunaye. I don't want to mention the other one you are mentioning. Is he or she? Is he? I don't know him. Even what is written here is he. So I am going by what I think you are looking for. I will send you back to him. So he centered on him. And I want to sum it this way, that this investigation will have more meaningful impact when we have him on the ground before us. Secondly, to have the alleged person who is in that tone of that conversation, that they were all communicating together on the floor. With all these people, then we'll be able to really see what is really happening, so that you can look into our face and say, this Mr. A was whom this was given to, Mr. B, this was given to. So I will want you to also have yourself relaxed in terms of those issues of dropping count charges or not. It's also on that same Mr. Idris to authenticate. We have heard from every quarter. So, Mr. Chairman, I want to submit that we adjourn to have Mr. Idris on ground, and then with the other counterparts whom they discuss with. We already have Vincent on ground. We have already, all the submissions have been made, so that it will help us to get to the root of this, and then we'll nip it at all. Thank you so much.
Okay, you want to say something, Abi? Let us allow him to say something. Are you asking a question? Okay, just
Well, as it is, a very dark man, Vincent wants to say a word.
All right, with the permission of the chairman, when Oga was talking, he read from his paper. So one thing I know about investigation and when it comes to cases, when there's a suspect, the suspect will be assigned an IPO. The IPO is the one that investigates the case and then makes a report. Now, I want to know if what he's reading is the report that was made from the IPOs or an investigation that he did on a 100%. Now, why I'm saying this is, it is possible that the IPO was the one that actually received. Now, in order to know this, the account number he used to collect money from the person that reported to me is the Kuda Bank account and his brother's account. That account number needs to be investigated. The money that came into it, the money that left it. Not just that, the money that was withdrawn, because sometimes, with the show officer know sometimes, and we know if you transfer money to them, they don't agree, right? So, it's possible that they withdrew money via POS, or they withdrew cash and they paid. So, the people that should be there, sorry to let me not suggest, the person who I think should be there are the direct IPOs that reported to their organs on everything. That's what I think. Thank you, sir.
I think it's noted. The bone of contention is that a charge was dropped in receipt of money. The charge was dropped because money exchanged hands. That is the allegation. But the prosecutor has given reasons why the charge was dropped. She gave reasons why the charge was brought in here in the first instance. If I understood that, he said it was based on the confession of the same Bobrisky. That was why it was brought in. And when they also saw reasons why it should be removed, it was removed. And it is not against the law profession, according to what she has said, but that is not the conclusion. It's not the conclusion of the matter. I agree with you that the account that received the money should be investigated. Let us know whether if you can get money today and transfer to this point. At this point, you trace it to that point, you trace it to the final point. Even if it is withdrawn cash, you will also know that it is withdrawn cash. So, EFCC, who is represented here, you should take note of that. We are taking note too. We have powers to scrutinize those accounts. And you can be sure, like I said earlier, that we are going to trace this the movement of these monies to the final destination. That is one. Secondly, there is the person who actually recorded that video, that audio. In our next sitting, should be here. We need that person who did that recording. We need to have his number, the number that was called, and the number that called the number. This time around, phone numbers are registered. We'll be sure that the number that made the call belongs to Bobrisky. We'll also be sure that the number that received the call is here. We'll also approach the network providers for us to be sure that it is not artificially generated. So, having said that, to the man in charge of our correctional facilities, if you have listened carefully to what the man who is representing the chairman said, he said that immediately they saw that viral video, they set up a team to investigate what happened and all that. So I don't know if you set up a team or if it is based on the team you set up that you arrive at the suspension of two of your colleagues, the man in charge of the medium and the man in charge of the maximum. Both of them were suspended. So I also don't know if you have set up a team, you have your own internal disciplinary mechanism of how to know whether these things are true or not. So what we are doing here, like our colleagues are saying, is we want justice. If these people did not commit anything and you suspend them, you have not also served justice. And if you have suspended them, invariably, what it is that you are confirming the allegations. You are confirming that these people actually took money and these people to this and that. So what I'm saying is that we have to look at this whole thing critically and be able to come up with the real truth in this matter. So on that note, I will invite our police to move that we are adjourned.
Thank you, Co-Chairman. I really continue to like it.
I think it's important to clarify that the issue of suspension came from the board. And also invited the secretary of the board, who is not here, is not present here right now. I think he's the person that can come and clarify the issue of suspension. And to the best of my knowledge, in some cases, you have to suspend your staff to allow proper investigation. It is not as if it's a confirmation that they've actually done something wrong, but for you to clear the way for proper investigation. So I think it's important to clear the legislature, and probably by the next sitting, as I said, the Secretary of the Board of Correctional, Civil Defense, Immigration and Fire Service, who the press release expected to on the suspension, will also be here to shed more light on the reasons why these officers were suspended as well. So I think it's important to put that on record.
You are on live to GTV Africa from National Assembly. The sitting is coming to an end. And I must say that I'm very grateful for your time, for your data. I can see some of you saying that you don't have data again. Well, thank you so much for your time. The House is, the movement will begin now, very soon. People in the House will begin to move. And I promise you, I'm going to follow. Very dark man is in the House, also with Adeyanju and others in the House. You're on live to GTV Africa, live from National Assembly. EFCC officials in the House, and also
that we adjourn
Correctional Service Center. Yes, Kevin, you said you needed 200 gig data. Well, I'm sure somebody somewhere gave you that.
Good Chairman, distinguished colleagues, motion has been moved and seconded that we adjourn this hearing, sit and die, that the parties will be communicated the next hearing date. Those who are in favor say aye. Aye. Those who are against say nay.
Mr. Adeyanju. Move. Sorry.
Off your camera and see the record.
Who's that? Another one.
When I want to get a shortcut, Mr. Adeyanju, how do you feel with the hearing?
Basically, we have called the National Assembly to adopt the audio recording wherein Bobrisky has alleged series of corruption against the EFCC. The rest is left for the investigative.
Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied? What remains? The whole life to GTV, just to be part of the conclusion, moving down straight to the crowd that are coming. It is not an easy task, but I just want to make sure that you have details of everything that happens. According to him, he said it's not yet over until the matter is solved. Well, he's expected to come out of this place. This is National Assembly, and he's coming out just like you heard from him. He said he's not yet satisfied, maybe until the end of the case. This is GTV Africa bringing to you activities from National Assembly. Very yes, song to a celebrity and others. This record must not stop. Move.
That was crazy, man. That was massive.
Hello. How do you feel seeing him today? Were you in the hearing?
Yes, I was there. I was live all through.
So how do you feel listening to what was going on there?
Oh, it was quite interesting. I thank God that Nigeria is becoming better. Yes.
The way the honorable members taking the case, are you satisfied with that?
Yes, I'm satisfied with that. I will look forward to the next meeting. They've adjourned.
Is the date of the next meeting made known?
No, it has not been made known yet.
Your name?
Christella.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome.
Well, well, I know you've been enjoying what has been happening all this while.
I want to say thank you to everyone that are still online. It's not easy to be here for the whole hours that it has taken, but I promise that the subsequent sitting I'll be coming to you. I will bring the next sitting to you as soon as the date is fixed. I hope the date will be near or whether it's far. Whichever date that is fixed for the next sitting will be subsequently bring to you through this same channel. And that is what I said. Subscribe to the channel and you'll be having details of what is going on. This is GTV Africa, bringing to you everything that is real. The issue of fake news is not our business. Our business is to bring to you exactly what is going on at all times. Till I come your way again, I'm Bemiga Olamikon. Kindly subscribe, your thumb, come up for us and subscribe to our channels for the next one and other ones that will be coming your way. Till I see you again, I'm Bemiga Olamikon. Peace be unto you.
Because of the two agencies, EFCC, Correctional Center, these two agencies,
So, but we need to go to Senate office. That's a data that I'm some putting some.